Pushback is approved. Pushback approved. South Aviation from Gold.
Hold 3 more for the Philadelphia 5519.
5519, hello. We're in.
Fully ready, Echo 5.
Okay, 5519. Starting and pushback is approved.
Start up with approved, 5519.
Ground today, Orange 573.4, 20% car. Orange 573, hello. Start up and pushback is approved. Start up push approved, Orange 573.
Do believe that is up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. I threw this flight together pretty quick. Want to try and get this ride in before dinner and before the debate tonight. Hey Jackson, how's it going? I just got back in here. I set up most of it before I went online. I'm just about ready for engine start, and then we can get on out of here. So let's do that. Pack switches are off, anti-collision lights coming on. And we're starting number 2. Again, I'm in MS2020 again today, using the PMDG-737 with Device Interface Manager. I had a great run yesterday from cold and dark to securing on the back end. I would think this would be no different. Right now, up to engine start, we're looking good. But I wanted to get this ride in before dinner and before the debate. It's going to be close. Let's see, Southwest Airlines did this ride in 50 minutes. So I don't think I'm going to make it, but... Hey, Pilot Dave, how's it going? Yeah, the first one in again, Jackson. You're the first one in again. You even beat me into the YouTube channel when I got in here. Alright, and close you. And we're going to start number 1. I'm not going to back out. We're just going to swing a right-hand turn. We've got runway 2, which is basically just about right behind us. So, Device Interface Manager has been working rather well. Version 2 was just released September 1st, and I haven't had any problems with it. It's performing beautifully. Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, my wife gets that too. I don't even have that on my phone. I have no idea how to do that. But my wife will come in and tell me, "You did a flight?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "I got notified." I was like, "Okay." So I guess I can't tell her, no, I wasn't in the sim today unless I don't go live. Then she won't know. Whoa, are we rolling here? That's not good. That looks good. That's not good. And we're not going to need you anymore. And we got a clean board. The other day I had the doors indicator was on. It was just a fluke. None of the doors were open, but the indicator was on. That seems to be gone today. It looked like it was a one-time deal. Alright, we're up and running. How about we get all this set up as well? TA, auto. Let's check my flight controls here. I don't have SayIntentions up. I just wanted to get this ride in before the debate. So, alright, let's get out of here. We rolled up a little bit. I should probably back out some before we swing the turn. I did a little bit of work to my tiller. See, I'm getting a nasty stutter in the front. And that only seems to be... Oh, let's come back some more here. That only seems to be when I'm running this service screen in the front. I actually have another screen. I have to run 4 screens in order to get 3 screens to run smooth. Believe it or not. How weird is that? Oh, that's good enough here. We're good here. Let's just sit right here. Let me fix that screen. That's a bad jitter. And this should get rid of it. Oh, I don't want you. Wrong button. Instead of having the service screen up here, I have another window 3. This will jump to another front window. And it seems to run smoother with the extra screen running. So I got to run 4 screens instead of 3 in order to get those to run smooth. Makes no sense to me, but... Alright, how about we get out of here? Sure, my wife's going to come in here any minute and say, hey, dinner's ready. So I got my tiller smoothed out a little bit here. It's still real sensitive, but it definitely performs better than it did before. That was 4 hours worth of work. But my rudder pedal just seems to be uncooperative no matter what I do. Alright, we would call to get out of here, but since we're not online doing anything, we're good to go. I need the auto throttle. Give me you, TARA. And antenna notification complete. Exterior lights, we're good. Engine start select is continuous. Auto throttles armed. Transponders TARA auto parking brake release 40%. We gone. Seems to run a lot smoother running the extra screen. Makes no sense to me. I wanted to ask that question at the expo, but they never got around to my question. See, the tiller performs a lot better now. Now let's get 40% up here. Build that up. And let me have Maui 5 on the departure. Alright, that's stable. I'm going to build this up before we start rolling. Alright, thrust is set. So you got to get a little bit more rudder in here, I think. She wants to pull constantly. Yeah, I got to add more in there. Gear up. Definitely seems a bit lazy. But she has a heavier feel now in the yoke. It's definitely better than what it was before. No doubt about it. Flaps 1. Thought I heard the door and my wife coming in with dinner. flaps up. Now we're pretty trimmed out here. Let's see how PMDG does. See if they're going to get us over these mountains here. I run a 250 knot climb. Beautiful. That should be 242. This is a short ride. All right. We've got that by over 2,000 feet. Top height there is 5782, so we got that beat. And we're inbound Lonnie. So what are we looking at? We got 100 miles now to Honolulu. But we're going to swing out and come around. And they did this ride in 50, so we'll see how well we do here. And I think the only two issues that I have left that are a big deal are the first off is the glass screens. As you can see, my screen here is just the full, takes up the entire setup, as do the others. But the first office is two screens for some reason. They're squished down. And if I try to stretch them up, they extend out past into the other monitor setup. So it worked in the past. This last setup, I have no idea what went on. We're at 10, so. And it's pretty smooth. We'll let him run around. No, I don't have any stick shakers or anything under the seat or under the flight deck to give me the vibrations. No. I'd be more worried about loosening up nuts and bolts and whatnot in the flight deck over time. So this has been running for 10 years now. So I'm sure if I had the stick shakers and whatnot in here, and then the butt kicker, I would probably have some loose bolts on the floor by now. But that's the only reason why I wouldn't do it. Hey, pulling chocks. Yeah, I got the camera up a little bit closer because I have something in the back. So I just pulled it up. Oh, and speaking of the wife with dinner. Okay, thank you. And we're just getting at cruise now. What do we have at cruise? And we got, what, 90 miles to go? What are we coming down to? We're good down to a deuce. So I'm going to do is I'm going to go sneak at least half of that. My wife made sloppy joes and she made Nathan's French fries. And she actually cooked them in oil this time. She usually puts them in the oven. They're not as good. Now she cooked them in the oil, so. All right, we're at cruise. We're all looking pretty good. And we are inbound LNY. And like I said, we're good down to, I'll bring us down to 3. In case I'm back a little late. I'll be right back. I'm going to be right behind the camera, basically, grabbing a bite to eat before it gets cold.
Beginning 90, good morning, get request direct to Cody, Cody's up on arrival. Ready to descend probable 290, frequency max speed, cancel speed restrictions. Yeah, direct Cody, Cody 7 Alpha arrival, ready to descend level 290, cancel speed restrictions, beginning 90. Kick 191 Delta and contact center 121 Dave, Mach 3, go. 21 destination, ready with that, okay. Yeah, you do that, go. Contact approach, 118 Dave, Mach 4, go. 118 Dave, Mach 4, go. Four Delta, maintaining flight level 220. Can 504 Delta, turning it only when ready, descend 9,000. QNH 1018. Yeah, QNH 108, can 504 Delta. Beginning 90, when ready, descend at 7,000. QNH 1018. Ready, descend 7,000. 1018 is beginning 90. Getting 504 Delta, when ready, descend 7,000. 7,000, getting 504 Delta. Getting 504 Delta, left flight level 220. 504 Delta. Killing 504 Delta, and contact approach 118 Decimal 4. 118 Decimal 4, killing 504 Delta, cheers.
I scoffed half of that sandwich down. And a few fries. I still have the other half left. What do we have here? Top of descent in 6.5 miles. 65 miles to go. Oh, let me bring up. Julie 5, there we are, inbound, Saki. And at Julie we need to be below 14. That's no big deal, we're at 14 right now. That's looking pretty good. And we have the RNAV, right, into 4 left. Yeah. What do we set here? 450. Elevation is good. What do we have? Missed climbing 5, right turn 3,000, and we're holding it Atlanta. Yeah. Okay. That looks good. That's in, and that's in already. Julie 5. All right, we're on our way down. That's 12 minutes from the runway. I didn't start the other clock. Dinner, my wife made homemade sloppy joes and She has Nathan's French fries, the ones that come frozen in the bag. So my wife usually cooks them in the oven, and they're not as good. But today she put the oil out on the barbecue grill and grilled them and put them in the oil. So they are so much better that way. So I scarfed down half my sandwich, boiling hot as it was, and a few fries. And I will finish as soon as I get on the ground. So far, my second run with MS2020 Device Interface Manager and PMDG has been fine. I know I didn't have any film up live from cold and dark up until where we were doing the engine start, but that was all fine. I may not even shut down. I may just get her into the parking space and go finish eating. But yeah, I got you up a little closer in the flight deck, so you really don't have a view of the overhead and the shutdown procedure and all that anyway. So you're going to miss that to begin with, so not that big of a deal. But I have some stuff in the garage, and I had to push the camera up a little closer. Might give you a little better view out the front window, at least maybe down the front of the glass shield, being a little closer. So far, this has been a great run. We're coming up on 10, so let's light them up. And at Julie, we should have 11.5 on the fuel. We're at 11.5 on the fuel, so we're looking pretty good. We should have 11.2 when we get in. So unless I can't put her down, we should be fine. And what are we looking at? 279. And Mackie, we're good all the way down to a deuce. Beef Wellington, oh, look at you, man. Mashed potatoes, yeah. Oh, man, see, I'm a gravy man myself. You can give me a freaking bucket of mashed potatoes and gravy, I'm good. Just give me a spoon in the potato, in the gravy, in the mouth. My wife can't understand how I'm not like 5,000 pounds. That, pizza, and pasta. That should be in range. Spec vectors to final from Elena. So we're just going to follow it straight on in the way we programmed, since when I'm not using SayIntentions. And we've got another 37 miles to go, so we're almost there. And I don't believe I've come in on this runway ever in the entire time that I've been coming to Honolulu every now and then. I'm usually skirting along the mountain coming in. So this is a first. Matter of fact, let me have a quick look at that. And from there, yeah, I'm usually coming in 8 right, taking off 8 left. So we got 4 left, so they're bringing us all the way inside. Yeah, I like that. And what's our gate? 7. Let's take a look at the gates here. Gates. And let's take a look at that. From 4. Yeah, we're good around the Whiskey Zulu. Alright, that looks good. I said E7, right? That's Terminal 2. And it's going to be on that side. All right. You'll have to send it overnight delivery and have it, what they do? They do that, that freezing. Was that dry freeze or whatever it is? What do you call that stuff? Dry ice? Where it keeps the stuff from getting wet, but keeps it like super cold. Okay, that I got all figured out. We're good there. So let me have the star again. Should be just about done with that anyway. Yep. Now we'll go right to the approach. Oh, we're on here already. Out of Atlanta, we're going to 298 from here. How about we slow down and enjoy the view here? Let's slow down, baby. Oh, nice. I've never been on a cruise. My wife has, but I haven't. I'd rather go to like the Air and Sea Museum or NASA or something like that. And my body can't take Orlando anymore. I think the last ride that I was on, was it Space Mountain? Is it the one where it's pitch black and you're on this roller coaster? That ride hurt me, man. I got off that ride, I was in pain. I knew that was my last roller coaster ride. I think I was in my 50s back then. Alright, flexing. We should have 11.3. We're 11.3 on the fuel. Looking pretty good. And we're going to 314. And let's start slowing down. What are we coming in at today? Oh, we're coming in at $148. Sure, yeah. What a great view. I'll tell you, the past couple of days flying have been great in 2020. I haven't seen much of clouds in the spots that I picked to fly. We were out in St. John's and St. Martin, now out here in Honolulu. And even when I was in Billings going into Denver. Although Billings into Denver was X-plane. All right, let's go 5. All in all, great ride. Give me 10. Got the airport and the runways. Give me the gear. And 15. And we'll slow all the way down to VREF plus 5. 25. And we'll go 3. My bird. I've got control. Get that nose down. That's twice now. Trim was a bit out of whack. And it took the nose up as soon as I took off the autopilot. That's another thing it does. It does a little bit of bouncing around out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever. All right, what do we have here? Lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. And we're holding at 3. And we're heading on the way out. On a mist. See, here it looks a little bland, it looks a little out of focus. And you get that little bump every now and then. It doesn't make sense anywhere. No idea where it's coming from. Oh no, though, it was a great ride. Let me have you, and you. See, it would be nice if all this was in focus and loaded already. See, now it's just starting to pop in. Oh, hey, that come out of nowhere. And it does that quite often, for no reason whatsoever. Don't know what it is, where it's coming from. See, there it is again. Continue. Oh man, I think someone's in our gate. Oh, and there it is again. Comes out of nowhere. Prepare for landing. Oh, and another one. I don't know what that is. And yeah, I got to get on the rudder and lean on it. Definitely. And then as soon as you move it just a little touch, it comes off immediately. I've not been able to figure that out for nothing. Not been able to figure that out for nothing. Well, other than the flight controls here, it's a pretty cool run. ETA and test.
Velocity 1%, g'day. Climb level 310, stand by.
And we've got you over to Whiskey Zulu. Straight on in. We're up.
Velocity 141, g'day. Maintain the 300 knots or less. Transition is at stage 478 or less. Maintain 300 knots or less. Transition is at 478 or less. Velocity 141, climb level 330.
Yeah, we gotta come around. Alright, it's been about a minute. And we can kill you. Let's get rid of you. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Get this parking space and then I can go finish my sloppy joe and my french fries. And E7 on the gate, right? And I do believe I saw someone in our spot. So this actually ran pretty good, except for the rudder pedals that I can't seem to fix. So my next run may be back in X-Plane 12. Get a night flight in. Or maybe I'll get a night flight in with MS2020. I don't think I've done that yet. Maybe I'll do that before I go back to X-Plane 12 for a run. Telex headset, yeah, that's a Telex headset I'm using. But I also have an additional microphone on the front that allows me to talk to SayIntentions. So there's actually two of them on here. A little clip-on one that I have zip tied all the way. So I actually have two mics here. One that you get to hear me with and then one that talks to SayIntentions. So who's in our spot? We'll take this one right here. There you go. Well, again, I hope you enjoyed that ride. This was a nice one. I got it in time. I got half a sandwich down. I'm going to go finish the other half, and then might be time for the debate tonight. And then hopefully I'll be able to get a ride in tomorrow. Live would be nice. Any collision, and let them run around. Oh, let's see. What did I miss anything here? Okay, NASA, cool. I got the Telex headset. Yep, Telex, yeah, that's the 850. Do I use an intercom system? No, I wanted to put one in here to get to my wife in the kitchen, but she said she'd break my hands if I ever touched that button. So, that wasn't going to happen. Since 2010, nice, PAA. Nice, yeah, believe it or not, this flight deck is going on 10 years now. Amazing. And the only thing that I've changed, well, I've added backlighting to the JetMax throttle quad, and I changed the controller and pots in here, only because I wanted to, I didn't have to. And I had to change some pots in my MCP. That's it. Everything else is just the way it came 10 years ago. Pretty cool. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed that ride. I did. It was another good one from 2020 and PMDG. I'm going to go finish my dinner now, and I will catch you on my next run. Take care everybody. I always enjoy the company and the conversation.
G'day, 21 maintaining flight level 190. 21, Gunner. City just south 630, maintaining flight level 350. Just south 630 is coming today. G'day, Connor, Conic 3 flight level 350. Honolulu 903, g'day. Okay, Quantic 12, level 3, center. Quantic 12, okay. This is 100 miles to run, Gold Coast 0370. Any roll report for the mile level? Sorry, going over the top of someone. Second. For the 733, morning line continuously down 370. Any roll report for mile level? 733, connect 7127.2. Given that question, I have more idea than I do. 1272. Follow 360. Yes, up 409, g'day, 489, Alpha, runway 34 right, maintain flight level 360. Going on Alpha, runway 34 right, follow 360, just up 409. Center wind ready, descend to flight level 250. Flight ready to flight level 250, stop 6 expect you on the box, contact approach, my changes, 1 Yes, I'm on the 1 right. Correct, center 1 to 7.2. TO 518, contact center 1 to 7.2, expect to start. Contact TO 518. Select 21, please, flight level 190, I'll descend 9 about. Select 21. Just up 409, standing please direct to Boree, maximum speed in the cruise, please expect high speed on. Okay, to Boree, maximum speed in the cruise, just up 409. 21, connect approach 124, decimal 4. Approach 124, decimal 4, Helix 21, g'day. Cheers. Echo 609 at Finton, right, heading 220, short vector, expect to rejoin at the start. Confirm that was 609, right, heading 220. Echo 609, right, heading 220, expect to rejoin at the start. Heading 220, Echo 609. Just 715, clear direct approach. But it's check day next to Boeing, 715. 609, take 2, left turn direct to Boree to rejoin the start. Let's have strict 483 against Southwest Airlines.
So just 270 knots from Boree to 50 knots until 100.
With 230 knots.